Hey, what's up, guys? Doing another weekly update. I'm pretty frustrated right now because I just recorded like a 10-minute video and then realized that I didn't have my microphone on. Probably my number one thing that I waste time by doing. So, I'll just go over it all again. Uh, oh well. So, the things I did last week were I got in 20 solid hours of play. I had really good results. Um, However, I'm running a little bit behind on my volume goals or my volume target because I do have to basically reach a specific number of hands because I agreed to that with my coach. Um, so next week I'll be playing more hands. Part of the reason why my volume has been a little bit low is because I'm playing six tables instead of my usual is around like 8 or 9 for 6 max. And the reason for that is I'm really focusing on improving and having a solid win rate before I try and you know expand that out to more tables. So the other reason is because there really hasn't been that much action on Merged the last couple of days. I've been struggling to get 6 tables at 200 L 6 max with no table selection whatsoever. Just there aren't that many tables running, even when I try and start tables. But hopefully in 2 weeks or so, I'll have enough of a bankroll to where I can start doing shots at 400 L, and that should give me plenty of action. And then I can also start to bump up my tables because I think I'm going to become more comfortable again, basically. So volume will get a little bit easier. So I spent 3 hours getting coached. I sent a video to my coach, and then he sent back his analysis and notes, and then I responded, and so far it's been really good. I think that's one reason why my results have been good this week. And also, I've just been making a lot of adjustments to my opponents. I've been really just basically tightening up a lot. I think I was playing I know that I was playing too loose in a lot of situations as a result of that worked in the past when I was playing on stars, and I didn't really adjust well enough. But just having him point out one or two things, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, da 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 da, and kind of figured it out. I just needed him to be like, hey, that's a leak, and I figured out the adjustment pretty much by myself, but also with his help, of course. So I did 11 hours of coaching in 3 sessions, and that went pretty well. There was one session where I feel like I didn't quite do my best, so I'm going to try and work on that. And I responded to a post on my forum with a video, and then I also put up a 200 L 6 max video, which I think is some pretty good content. If you're a student, check it out. I only got one equity trainer workout in and no mental math workout, which were both things that I wanted to get in, and I didn't because I was just too busy. I had really limited time this week because I spent a day out of town. I didn't do any review, which again, I wish I had time to do, but I had to prioritize. Sometimes you gotta prioritize immediate money making. I didn't do any work in Flopzilla or watch any Matt Janda videos, which is something I'm really trying to do right now. But, something that I'll do in the future. I'm saying a lot right now. Okay. I updated my thread on 2+2 with my coaching details. I sent emails to all the people on the waiting list. So if you guys are on the waiting list, you should have an email. If you don't, hit the fill out my form button and contact me because I have spots available. And then, I made a video for the Equilibrium Big Blind Defense Calculator. That's going to be the previous video if you guys want to check it out. Super useful tool for a heads-up player. Also going to be a useful tool for 6-max players if you're looking at blind versus blind situations. And the other thing that I did, and I did this a couple hours, or over the last 2 hours, which is why I'm up at 2:18 in the morning, is I gave my HUD a power-up. And, now my HUD is basically, my coach pointed out, or had a couple situations where, look at this stat, and I realized, I don't have that stat on my HUD, and normally I'm the guy who has like all the stats. So like when I talk to my students and fellow players, I have all the stats. But he pointed out some stuff to me that I realized I didn't have, and I was like, wow, I need to get that. So I basically kind of remodeled my HUD, tested it out, made sure it all looks good, and I can actually use it. So I'm gonna have a lot of information in there, and I kind of feel bad for my opponents coming up in the next 6 months because it sounds really cocky, but like with the information that I'm going to have available and the coaching I'm going to get and the skills that I already have, I really don't think there's anyone who can stop me from basically becoming the king of the merge six max and heads up tables. That sounds really cocky, but I'm just going to outwork everybody, and with these other skills, like having a powerful HUD. I mean, if you like, especially like in a heads up, like a blind versus blind situation, I'm going to be able to basically be almost unbeatable in that situation, because I'm going to have the most accurate information, and I'm going to know how to react to and how to utilize that information correctly. And I think that's something that most people aren't doing, either because they're playing too many tables, they don't know how, or they don't have the information. And even if they did have the information, they wouldn't know how to apply it. So anyway, that's rant. So for things that are coming for this next week, 4 coaching sessions. I anticipate I'm going to max out at 5. The reason for that is because you got to prioritize playing and my other areas and studying. I'd like to be able to coach, 10 hours or 10 sessions a week, but there's a limited amount of time, unfortunately. I'm going to come out with a video on basic semi-bluffing. It's going to be really basic. I'm not going to go too much into in-depth poker theory. It's mostly just going to be how do you calculate this, and a little tiny bit of theory. And then later on, maybe 2 weeks down the road, I'll make a form for it so you guys can practice it. I'm going to, the training group I created a training group about 3 weeks ago, and it expired last week. And so now I'm going to be starting the next training group. So I'm going to be sending out emails, gauging interest, and then, setting it up. So if you guys are interested in that, click the fill out my form button, and I'll include you in it. I think it's going to be really useful for all players. I'm getting it a little bit better set up now, but I think it's going to be super useful. So I'm going to do a mental math workout and an equity trainer workout. Those are 1 hour each. I'm going to do some work in Flopzilla and watch a Matt Janda video, which will take about 3 hours. I'm going to get my coaching from Never Bluffing 30. We have a coaching session in about maybe 14 or 15 hours. And then play 25 hours. So, pretty busy week. It comes out to around like 54 hours of work, which is a lot. So, we'll see. I'm going to work really hard. And yeah, that's that. Right now, I'm looking forward to posting this video, having a beer, maybe smoking a little bit, and then going to sleep and relaxing because I am tired. Things that are going on in my personal life, not really that much this last week. I went out of town, went and saw a friend off. He's leaving for Germany, going back home. And I finished testing in Taekwondo. And then if all goes well, on Wednesday this week I should be promoting to another belt, to a blue-green belt. So I'm going to post that on this forum, or on this blog, and you guys can see the pictures. I'm going to post my white belt through my current belt, just so you guys can see the progression. And other than that, going to paint, going to work on my house some more with my girlfriend, which is always fun. Go on a date with her, and that's it. Rock climb, Taekwondo, poker, girlfriend, house, friends. That's my life. Anyway, I'm going to let it go. So I'll see you guys later. Alright? Peace.